What's your thought around, the actual listening patterns? Has it changed from, let's say, when you started podcasting to now, relative to, when individuals are
Mm.
consuming it? Is there something different? Or is there something that podcasters need to kind of think about as they start to craft their show as well?
Mm. Well, I mean, my background, my long historical background has been in the radio business, and one of the things that really works in terms of radio is habit. It's the habitual thing of waking up in the morning, listening to your favorite breakfast show, or whatever it is that you listen to. When you get in the car, the radio is on, and it's your favorite radio station, and so on and so forth. Habit is a really important thing
Mm.
for audio consumption. And so making that habit work in terms of podcasting is what a lot of people are working on right now, which is why the New York Times Daily is so successful, because it's a daily podcast. It replaces, if you like, that breakfast show that you weren't listening to particularly. It replaces that and gives you some really good content within 20 minutes or so. So shows like that are using habits there
Mm.
are making a big change in terms of how podcasting, is actually going. Which is why any podcaster that is doing a great job will always have a very consistent release time. So both release time in the day, but release day of the week, so that people know when your next show is going to come out. That people will,
Mm.
set their watches by it, and it confuses people if you don't follow that particular consistency. That's why you see a lot of reruns, for example, for shows like Freakonomics Radio. If they don't have a show that week, then they will rerun something
Right.
so that there is a show that week, and quite a lot of people won't have heard it. So to those people, it's brand new content anyway.
Oh,
So yeah, so the consistency is a really important thing.
oh, that's a great point around the habit, right? Because when you start to think about, who's consuming your content and
Mm,
your audience, um, they are listening for something pretty specific, from you. And so if you break that trend, or if you break that, like say you have pillars for your content that you kind of go after, and you kind of
yeah,
break that habit, and you start to go and start talking about Bitcoin, and you've never spoke about Bitcoin before. They're like, what's going on? And so I
yeah,
think
yeah,
that
yeah.
I think that habit piece is something that I don't think a lot of podcasters, even myself included, until you brought it up, actually thought about. So I appreciate you bringing that up.
Mm, mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, consistency is a really important thing. Yeah.